Hey guys, welcome back to another hair video. So in today's video, I'm going to be bleaching my roots and just give you a little updated technique on how I bleach my roots. It makes it a lot easier, I found. So definitely stay tuned if you want to learn an easier way to bleach your roots. So I went ahead and already did my ends and washed that out, and I don't want to wait to bleach my roots, so I went ahead and put coconut oil on my roots, and now we're gonna do those. Hopefully my hair doesn't fry off, but I'm willing to take the chance. So the first thing I do is, of course, I mix up the bleach. So I have my gloves on, and I'm going to take my Blonde Brilliance Express Level 9 lightening powder and 20 volume cream developer. I'm gonna do 1 part lightener and 2 parts developer. So the easiest way I found to mix up bleach is to put all of the powder in one corner like that, and then you're gonna pour the developer next to it but not in it. That's 1. Gotta do 1 more. Now it should look something like this. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, well, you saw that. So anyway, there's powder in one corner and developer in the other corner. So you're just gonna slowly mix in that powder. Just a little bit at a time. And you're gonna do that until you get a smooth consistency. You don't want any chunks. Those chunks mean you're gonna get splotches of bleach. So I'm gonna add a little bit more developer because I just spilled some. So it should look something like that. Not too runny, not too thick. That's about the perfect consistency. There's no chunks in it. It looks smooth. So now we're gonna section up my hair and get started with the bleach. So for the sectioning, I found that doing 3 parts is the easiest for me. So I start with my first part right at the tip of my ear and drag that back. Doesn't have to be perfect. So that's the first section. For our second section, we're gonna go at the corner where our hairline ends. Pull that up and drag that back and make a horseshoe. Alright, so now I got section 1, section 2, section 3. So now I'm going to take a very thin layer in the first section, and I'm just going to apply a very generous amount to the spots that need it, though. I'm trying to avoid the blonde spots as much as I can. It's not going to happen completely, but I'll do my best. And this is the spot that I always miss, behind my right ear. Alright, so that one's done. I'm going to take that clip out and take down that section again. Pull down another small layer. The key here is, after touching the bleach, make sure you wipe off your gloves on a towel. Make sure it's a towel you don't care about. So I'm wiping that off before I'm touching the hair that I'm going to be sectioning. And that makes it so much easier because the bleach, when it dries, it's so hard to part. So I'm doing my best to keep my gloves clean when I'm touching the non-bleached parts. So I got this section down. I'm going to pull that up and start on the top of that layer. I'm trying my best to see and show you guys at the same time. Ooh, that burns! When I'm bored and alone at the house, this is what I do. That's all for the first section. And you can already see my neck's getting red And that doesn't look like it has enough bleach on it, so I'm going back over it. If you can't see the bleach, don't question it, just put more on there. Whoa. Take another layer. So I'm gonna do this all the way up to the front. All right, I've got all the bleach in. It should look something like this. Make sure you got everything nicely coated. I went ahead and left this first section that I started with down because I feel like if I have it up, it keeps in the heat more, and this bottom section doesn't need any more heat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a grocery bag, in this case Walmart bag, and spritz some water on the inside of it. Not too much, just a little bit. And I'm gonna cover just the top two sections because that bottom section doesn't need any more lifting. Just cover that for about 10 minutes. Gradually check on it. And I will be back. Now, as far as the processing went, you saw I put a bag over my head. And then what I did is I went and sat outside and I was facing the sun towards the front part that processed the least amount of time. That way it kind of sped up the processing time a little bit and made it a little bit more even with the back. So here's what the back looks like. I might have missed a couple of spots, but definitely not as much as I used to, thanks to this technique. So you may be wondering, Dana, how the hell do you still have hair on your head and how does it look so healthy? Well, I'm so glad you guys asked. So anytime I do something harmful on my hair, right after I do that, I'll always use Xmondo's Prismatic Glow Mask on my hair and leave that on for at least half an hour. And that leaves it hydrated and shiny. And then, after my hair is all blow dried, like right now, when it's still just a little bit damp, I take this Garnier Fructis Marvelous Oil Deep Nourish, and I just do a couple pumps of that into my hand, spread that out, flip my hair over, just get that in there everywhere, and that makes it even shinier, healthier, smoother, just all around better. So yeah, so that is my updated technique on how I bleach my roots. Definitely don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching and it helped somebody out. I really appreciate you guys watching. As always, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, if I should do something differently or if you have any more tips for me. And I will see you in the next video when we put some color on this. So I'm super excited and I cannot wait.